Hello there. Welcome. Mubina here. Envy and jealousy. That's what I want to talk about today. Two extremely powerful emotions. Two emotions that I experienced a good chunk of my life. And as I've been doing mindset work, I've learned a lot about these emotions, and I want to share with you today what I've learned about them. Now, all emotions, okay, are there as a guidance for us. Okay. They tell us where we're at, what's going on, and they help us become more aware of ourselves. There are emotions that are high vibration emotions, high frequency, okay, ones that we want to stay at most of the time. But then there are emotions that are low vibration, and it's okay to experience them, but you don't want to stay in them and stay in that place of feeling them for too long. So I have experienced envy and jealousy a lot in my life. And mainly because my mindset was, I had a paradigm of lack and limitation. Okay. Paradigms are a multitude of habits. They're your emotions, they're your self image, how you see yourself. And my paradigm was lack and limitation from a very young age. And I'll do a video on that another day because that's my story. But the emotions of envy and jealousy were with me because I allowed myself to just keep staying in those places. And what those emotions were doing is they were keeping my vibration low. I was in a place of competitive plane. I wasn't in the creative plane. We're creative beings. And so we want to stay in the creative plane more than in the competitive plane. Okay. And so what I was doing is I was constantly fueling the jealousy, right? I was I was resisting it because it wasn't a good feeling. I felt it in my body, right? I felt it as uneasiness in the pit of my stomach. I felt it as tightness in my shoulders and my neck. And so I was feeling it in my body and I just wanted it to go away. So I wasn't, allowing myself to process things and I was constantly fueling it. So what I learned is those emotions were actually giving me some feedback. Okay. And this is where you can take control if you're experiencing envy and jealousy yourself. So then I began to just allowing myself to feel it for a period of time. And I looked at it as feedback that I was getting on what's possible. So if I see a situation and I'm envious of it or jealous of it, before I would just continue to sit with it and I would continue to just feel the crappiness that I would feel. Now, well, in the last few months at least, I have taken that information and I've said to myself, okay, this is the situation I'm seeing. I'm feeling that envy. I'm feeling that jealousy. Okay. Because I want it. I want what I'm seeing. So I took it as feedback that if so and so is in that situation, then that's just evidence that it's possible. And I just need to do a shift within me, whether it's just a mindset shift added with action. That means I can be in that situation too. But before I do that, I have to do an evaluation, a self evaluation. Is that situation really what I want? And if it is, great. Make that my goal and move towards it. Use my mind because I've studied the mind a lot and use the tools and techniques I've learned, the processes I've learned, the processes that I teach, the tools and techniques that I teach. Use that and move towards it. And I do that now for whether it's envy or jealousy, I feel either it's a situation or a person, right? We all fall into the trap of comparing ourselves with others. And that's another thing that was happening when it came to envy and jealousy. Okay. I was constantly comparing myself to others. Now I don't do that. And part of the reason I don't do that is because I look at that envy and jealousy feeling as feedback. But I've also learned so much about myself. I've also put C-type goals in place for myself that I'm working towards. And all of these low vibrations are just not there anymore because I have direction in my life. I'm utilizing the equipment that I've been blessed with by my creator, by God. I'm utilizing that equipment towards what I want. I'm creating. I was in a place of disintegrating for a good chunk of my life. Now I'm in the opposite direction. I'm creating. And we are creative beings. We are God's highest form of creation. And so that's how I've really shifted myself from being in a place of envy and jealousy. Now, the other thing that significantly helped me when I was feeling those emotions, and from time to time, even now, I feel them. Okay. However, I don't sit in those places for long, right? I'm out of it like pretty quickly. So the other thing I would do in order to really move past those feelings was I practiced gratitude. And what I mean by gratitude here is I would genuinely be happy. I would genuinely feel my heart fill up for whoever, whatever the situation was that I was envious or jealous about, whoever I was comparing myself to. And it just changed, and the low vibration went away, and the higher vibe energy, the higher frequency set in. Okay. And so I was just happy for that person's success or that situation that they were experiencing. Okay. And what I know is when I'm genuinely happy for somebody else, or I'm genuinely feeling, gratitude for that person, it's a reflection for me. And I'm just bringing more of that for myself. Okay. So it was just a compounded feeling that was just like, wow. Okay. So those are the things I did. Now, if you're a mom, okay, you may be experiencing these feelings of envy and jealousy when it comes to your children. Okay. I know I do. Okay. I have a 14-year-old and I know I do. And so I utilize these techniques when it comes to my son as well. Okay. If I find I'm comparing him to other kids around his age, I do the same thing. Okay. I take a moment to allow myself to feel the envy or jealousy. I let it go, I release it. And then I make sure that I genuinely, with everything I can muster, okay, feel happy for the success of the person that I'm feeling envious or jealous about. Okay. And what I've done as a mom then is I've dissipated that low vibration feeling that's around me that my son could feed off of, and I don't want that. Okay. I want him to just be in that place of happiness. I want him to just feel that joy and genuine happiness for the people his age that he's around. Okay. So it's a fantastic thing to do. It wasn't an easy thing to get to. All right. I will tell you that. Okay. It took work. It took a lot of inner work on my side. But I will tell you, it's a great place to be. Okay. I'm no longer in that place of constantly feeling that uneasiness in my stomach, constantly feeling that tightness in my neck and shoulders. I feel a lot lighter. Okay. So do some of this self-reflection, do some of this letting go, look at the envy and jealousy as feedback, and practice gratitude around it. Okay. It's going to make a world of a difference. And if you want some help with this, reach out to me. You'll see in the description ways you can contact me. Okay. And comment, put some comments in there. If you've practiced some of this stuff I'm talking about, comment and share with everybody, share with me, share with others, and let's help each other out. Okay. Let's serve. Let's serve ourselves and let's serve the people around us and really, really create more and more change and shift for the better and help everybody move forward. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. And if you like this video, comment, click like. And if you want to hear more of these kind of videos, I am putting a lot more content up. Hit subscribe and you'll get a notification when I put my next one up. Okay. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.